All right, we're live.
What's up, guys? Welcome. No, it's probably really obnoxious that every time I hop on here, but well, we have.
Here we go. Welcome to the Helm Hunts podcast, everybody. Stormy loves that intro song.
I really do.
It's so great. It's
Yeah, that's one of those that just instantly, especially like with this, it's just the howdy.
I know. That's
like
when I first heard that, I was like, hell yeah, that's got to be the intro song. So anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you for those of you who could join. For those of you who couldn't, we were filming a little bit late today.
Yes.
I had an MRI on my shoulder. So if you guys listened last week, I had mentioned that I had fallen down the stairs, hurt my shoulder, got an MRI for it. We'll see how it turns out. I'll probably have to wait 2 weeks for results on that, but we will figure that out. But also, should we mention now about our schedule change?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I was like, what?
So we've been hinting kind of for a little bit now that we're going to be changing our schedule and changing up when we're recording. So we will now be doing this podcast on Thursday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Same time though, 8:30, not 10 o'clock. But
yeah,
8:30 we'll be doing these. So things should be a little more streamlined for us. That also gives us more opportunities to go out and
do stuff. Yeah,
and do stuff for this podcast.
Yeah, instead of losing a weekend night.
Yeah. Which if we could get more subscribers on YouTube, we could do these lives with our phone.
Yeah.
Right. But we have to get more subscribers, and then I have to start posting shorts to YouTube and getting views on those. I need like 3 million minutes of watch time or something.
Good Lord.
I don't remember what it was. It was a ridiculous number. And I'm like, yeah, with my current subscriber count, that's not going to happen. So
you're like, and I am nowhere's near.
Yeah, I'm not even close. But they'll let me go live on the computer. So that's why we're going to move to Thursdays. So Thursday night, 8:30 Mountain Time, we'll be here. With this episode, we are going to be talking about wild game processing.
Yes.
And some recipes with that. So
yeah, and some different ways that we like prep the different types of game and all of that.
Right. Different
goodness.
Just kind of different things that we do. And then there's just different like folklore, I guess you could say, about what some people.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it folklore. Like a lot of people, I mean, like that's what they grew up knowing. Like knowing. God, knowing.
Yeah.
And so
had to make sure we were actually live.
Yeah, I sent out our link.
Okay, sounds good. So
but it's also 10 o'clock at night. So.
It is 10 o'clock. So I completely understand why nobody's here.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when it comes to wild game, that's, if we have the opportunity to, that's what we're going to eat.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We'll eat that before we eat beef or any meat. Really, it's wild game is our preferred meat. So whenever we get the opportunity to, we'll have that. And it doesn't have to be just because like, oh yeah, we have deer. You know, it could be, well, there's pine hen.
Yeah.
You know,
rabbit.
Rabbit. You know, things like that. We'll eat it.
Oh yeah. There's honestly very, very little, like as far as like wild game that I ain't gonna eat it. Like
very little.
I'm not gonna eat a gopher. I would have to be stranded and starving.
I was gonna say I'd be starving.
Like
no, like rock chucks, gophers, things like that. No, I'm not gonna worry about that. But like rabbits for sure, pheasants, absolutely.
Oh God, yes.
Right. Obviously deer, elk, moose. We'll eat any of that. And like I'd eat squirrel.
I'd eat squirrel.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten but I would.
Yeah. I mean, The thing is like just because it may not be popular where we're at or where you're at, just doesn't mean that it's not a good meat,
Right.
right? I mean, I've heard,
Duck.
yeah, I've heard time and time again that duck tastes terrible.
Yeah, we heard that. Well, yeah, because like when you first started doing like the whole duck hunting, because for a while like we were only big game,
Yeah.
and then when you said you wanted to do duck hunting, like instantly went through my head. I was like, why?
Well, like it's not that I've never gone duck hunting before. It's just I wanted to get back into it.
Right.
And
And
so
you wanted to get like more into
yeah,
it, like
I was a kid when I was hunting ducks. So yeah, I wanted to get more into it. I wanted to get my own supplies and everything.
right.
So this way I could go out. And now that I've got that, unfortunately this last year sucked for duck hunting, but
Well, yeah.
but
Weather didn't help you.
no. But not last year, but the year before, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I was slaying the ducks. And so then it was trying to find ways to cook them.
hmm
Right. I wasn't gonna let it go to waste. And some of the guys I was hunting with, they're like, "Oh yeah, we just dehydrate them or we smoke them and make them into dog treats." I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be something you can do. Like, if you're just gonna shoot it just to make it a dog treat, don't shoot it.
Yeah.
Like I get if you're gonna be like, "Oh no, we went pheasant hunting and we turned the gizzards into dog treats." All right, cool.
Yeah.
Like, good for you on that. But like, if you're shooting a duck and you're not gonna eat it, like any of it, don't shoot it.
Yeah. Well, but you and I are also very much like if you're gonna go out and kill something, like you kill it to eat it. You don't kill it like just for
Just for
Just
kicks
for
and
fun.
giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are killing it to eat.
Yeah.
Right. And so that first year we did a lot of the jalapeno poppers with the duck breasts on top.
Yes. Hi, Courtney.
Oh, hi, Courtney. Thank you for coming. But we did a lot of jalapeno poppers, and then I wanted to try different meats or different meals.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I know we've tried a few things with the duck, but the jalapeno popper still ranks like my top fave.
And see, like, I don't know if it was just I got burnt out on the smoked flavor on them because I was smoking a lot of stuff at that time.
Yeah, that. And like, so with our jalapeno poppers, because part of how like what we want to do with this is we're gonna go over like how like what we cook it, but we're like how we do it.
Yeah.
So like majority of people know what a jalapeno popper is. But so you take your jalapeno popper, cut it in half, you remove your seeds. So when we're doing with our duck jalapeno poppers is we take like a very, very like thin, just little like mink mink of duck meat.
Yeah, so I would cut the breasts so that they fit like size wise on top of the jalapeno popper, and then I
Yeah.
cut them in half
Yeah.
so that they're not as thick.
Right. And so you have your jalapeno, you have your cream cheese.
Well, I didn't just put cream cheese on them.
I was getting
Oh, okay.
there.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, dear. I didn't fall down the stairs. She pushed me. Anyway.
I'm gonna push you. But yeah, so you have your cream cheese. Now with us, like our cream cheese, we mix different seasonings and spices and stuff in there.
And cheese. Like regular cheese. Well, a lot of people out there, they think just cream cheese, even with just seasoning, is gross.
Again, I was getting there.
Not very quickly.
Maybe this is a bad idea to do an episode on food with you.
I'm just saying, I was the one that was making it.
I watched you. I ate it.
You did eat it.
I ate the shit out of them.
Yeah, and until you got full, then I had a bunch of jalapeno poppers that didn't get eaten.
Hold on. I'm getting to there though as to like why a bunch of them didn't get eaten. Because the first time we did it, we had our cream cheese with our seasoning and cheese.
Yeah.
You put that in the jalapeno popper. You put your slice of duck meat. You wrap that in bacon, and then you smoke it. And that way is just delightful. It's a good mix. Now, the next batch that you had done, we had decided that you were going to smoke the cream cheese and then smoke the popper. And that, at least for me, was like really overpowering on like the smokiness.
It was, yeah.
Like you got no other flavor. It was just like,
It was like licking
smoke.
ash.
Yeah. Like, it was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
So.
But like, I'm not a huge fan of bacon.
Right.
And so the jalapeno poppers were not my favorite.
That's fair.
But I understand why people eat duck that way.
Yeah.
They can't taste the duck.
Right. Well, and regardless though of how you cook the duck, whether you're doing it the jalapeno poppers, whether
Just whatever.
yeah, however you're cooking it, you want to prep the meat.
Right.
And the best way to prep duck, because where they are a waterfowl, they're going to be eating a lot of mud, a lot of grit, like just, you
Right.
know,
Which
anything
anyone
that they
who's
can.
ever had a duck or watched one
I miss
knows
my
that they
ducks.
just bury their faces in the mud.
They do, and they're so cute with their little wiggle butts. Anyways, you want to take you take the duck breast and you're gonna want to soak it overnight in buttermilk,
Right.
and that buttermilk pulls out any of that like muddy, grassy.
Yeah.
Like,
it's weird how that
it
works.
like cleans it.
Yeah. But
I don't know how.
I don't know either. But apparently there's something to do with it. But I'd read somewhere it was something to do with the enzymes in it, but I don't know. But it made it so it tasted just like steak.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Which is weird though, because like I've told people that and I'll be like, yeah, it tastes like steak. And they're like, well, it's a duck. Like that's a bird. Shouldn't it taste like chicken?
No, because it's
And
a
I'm
red
like,
meat.
yeah. And then I have to explain, like, no, like, yeah, it's a bird, but it's a red meat.
Yeah.
Like they're
Which
not gonna taste like chicken. Now pheasant,
doesn't taste like chicken.
pheasant it could taste like chicken. Sage hen, it can taste like chicken. Not a duck.
No, not duck.
A duck is the steak of the sky.
Well, steak of the sky, sure. Sandhill crane is the ribeye of the sky.
That's why I gave the duck the steak.
But anyway,
I don't know, hamburger.
which that is something I want to try with the duck. But
you want to make duck hamburgers?
I do. Well, I want to do. I
Or
want
like
to
a
ground.
duck burger?
I want to grind it into burger, like ground beef, but ground duck.
I bet that'd be delightful.
But I want to do it as sausages.
Ew.
It's called boudin.
Oh, you've told me about that. You or I, like now you say that, like I really want to try like a duck like hamburger.
Yeah, I'm sure it's delicious.
Duck burger?
Duck burger.
I
Yeah.
want to be a hamburger.
Well, it's still not it's not ham when it's beef. Just saying.
What the hell are they called hamburgers?
Because they're from Hamburg, Germany.
Oh, well, I don't know what the hell you would call a duck
like
burger
90,
then.
I'm like 90% sure that's true, but
I want a redneck burger.
but so we've done the jalapeno poppers and then we've also done duck tacos.
Yeah.
Which, oh my word, duck tacos are by far my favorite. But you do need a lot of ducks to do duck tacos.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you only have like one or two, you're gonna get like a taco out of that. Like
right. And so we actually took what the state legally allows us to keep, and I had stored that many duck breasts, and which was 3 days worth of hunting because that year I was slaying them. But we took the duck breasts and then we actually did a video with Tops, Tops Knives with doing duck tacos. So that's actually on their YouTube. So if you guys want to go check that out, go for it.
And it really is a funny video.
It is, but it's a good. It was so fun. And then
we should try and coordinate something like that again.
I'm sure they'd be down.
I'll do the cooking this time.
Well, things will be a little bit different now. I'll be on the other side of the camera.
Well, you don't have to say it like, oh, well.
No. It's just things will be a little bit different now.
It's cool. I get it.
Now I'll be filming.
I really did push him.
So anyway, duck tacos by far my favorite, and that was soak them in buttermilk overnight.
Yep.
Pull them out, cut them up. I like to do like really thin strips, almost like carne asada.
Yeah.
But I keep them pretty long, like the length of the breast. I just leave them thin. And then
they don't have, at least from what I remember, it's been a while since we've done the duck tacos, but there wasn't a lot of like shrinkage to the meat.
There's a little bit.
Well, that's like there's a little, but there's not like, you know how you cook some meats and you'll start out with like, a big hunk of meat, and then by the time you're cooking, you're like, here's your hockey puck.
Yeah.
Like
you got to meat that, chunk of meat that size, and when you're done, it's that size.
Yeah. Like duck doesn't do that.
Right. So, and you cook it just like any other meat you would. like you'd make taco meat with.
Yeah, any other and too, with duck, I mean, you could cook it as just like a breast, like, a piece of breast. Um, you don't have to since it is a red meat, you don't have to cook it
Yeah, you don't
all
have to
the
be
way.
well done.
Yeah, you can have some pink in there like a
Mm,
steak.
right.
So you can cook it just like
Which
a steak.
that's one of those things that's like semi-controversial,
Yeah,
but I think it's just because people think bird, it
right.
needs to be cooked all the way through. But it's not chicken, it's a red meat. It's
Mhm.
okay to not do it's just like so one of the guys I work with, he goes sandhill crane hunting every year,
Mhm.
and he gets a sandhill crane, and it's ribeye of the sky for a reason. And they have big, like, a lot of meat on their breasts.
Uh-huh.
So he'll smoke the entire breast,
Okay.
right? And it comes out delicious. Nice smoke ring all the way around. Nice little bark on it, right? But it's still a little pink on the inside. It's really good. So
Alright.
it's okay to do it like that.
Right.
But um when it comes to like other birds, so like we haven't eaten dove together,
No.
but I've eaten dove. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah. So dove breasts, tiny.
Did we not eat them together?
We haven't shot any doves together. I haven't shot a dove since I've been with you.
Oh, that's right, because I hit one with my car, and then
Yeah.
I joked that I feel it got more that year than you.
Yeah. So anyway, um,
I'm that wife.
but we didn't eat that one.
No.
But so dove breasts,
There was nothing left to eat.
they'll make dove tacos or dove nuggets.
I could see a dove nugget.
So they bread
can't-
them and then fry them.
I can't even imagine how many doves you would have to get to have dove
It's
tacos.
one dove per taco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Right. So with our family, we would both need to go hunting and get our daily limit
for like a week.
to get dinner. So
especially with how much meat our son eats.
I know. That guy.
He would eat a daily limit the both of us got in one sitting.
I know.
You'd be like, is there more?
Dude, I made tuna today. Right. He ate a can of tuna.
I believe it.
No bread.
No.
Just tuna.
Yeah, just out of the can.
Well, no, I put mayonnaise in it, and he ate it.
Oh, last time I gave it to him, he didn't even want mayonnaise in it. He literally was just like,
he told me he didn't want mayonnaise, but I already put it in.
oh, yeah, no. The other day, he literally brought me a can of tuna. It was just, Mom, you open this? I was like, oh my God, Clint. And then, and I was like, what do you want in it? He goes, nothing. And I was like, you just want to eat the tuna? And he goes, yeah, can I have a fork? And I literally just like took it, like drained it out, opened it up, and just handed him back the can. And he just sat there holding the can, watching his tablet.
Yeah. No.
I was like, what the hell? And then he wanted peanut butter after.
Oh yeah, well, it's protein,
I'm like, dude, this is why you're 4 years old with a 6-pack, my guy.
But anyway, so like we've never eaten dove together. That'll be something that would be really fun to do.
I'm not making dove tacos with that.
No,
I don't have to get that many, but I'll do the nuggets.
We'll make dove nuggets and make it an appetizer or something.
There you go.
But I'd be interested to try the dove. But we've had pheasant.
Yes.
And pheasant, usually what we do is we just cook it just like you would chicken.
Yeah.
Now we've never done one whole.
No.
We don't typically cook a whole chicken.
No.
But we've done legs and wings and breasts.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Just individually.
Yeah.
Pan fried usually. I've smoked one.
Well, usually with the pheasant, and I cook the sage hen the same as I'll do the with the rice.
Yeah, you'll peel it off and do chicken and rice, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I love chicken and rice. So yeah, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But you make that. I have no idea. It's magic to me. I come home with a pheasant. The next day there's chicken and rice for dinner. So
whatever. So maybe the next day. What was that, last year where you were out hunting with your dad and you guys shot a sage hen?
No, it was the year before last year.
Was it the year before?
Yeah.
Yeah. And your dad and then you got out to go get it, and your dad was like, "The hell are you doing?" You were like,
I'm gonna eat this.
You're gonna eat this. And he did not believe that I would eat it. And you were like, I guarantee if I call Stormy right now, I say, hey, I got a sage hen, I want chicken and rice, that'll be ready when I get home, and she'll just have to add the meat.
Yeah.
And yeah, your dad was like, nah. Sure enough, he called me. God say Chen, fantastic. I'll start the rice.
Yeah, got home, rice was done. There was the sauce mixed.
Yep. All I needed was the
All you
chicken.
had to do is cook the chicken. And
Well, not the chicken, the Seichen,
yeah,
but cook the meat.
pine chicken, whatever. But it was but that was a really cool. That's majority of those that we've eaten. I have not shot with a gun that you would normally use.
Yeah.
for a bird. 6.5 Creedmoor. That one was a 30-06. Just
Those poor birds.
But you would think that when I shoot them with that, they just go poof. But no, pretty good with the headshots.
Yeah.
Except for that, I shot 2 that day. One of them went poof.
It's like the blue birds off of Shrek.
Yeah.
They're saying.
So because I shot and I missed, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then it just walked 4 feet away, and I was like, "Oh, you little shit!" So I went over to it and bam! And I just saw feathers go everywhere. And I was like, "I don't know if there's much of that one to eat." So I walked over to it, and there's a wing in the tree, a leg over there.
Just how funny would have been if there's just 2 little legs just standing there, nothing else.
I've shot a rabbit, and it was something like that before. One of the first rabbits I ever shot, I was up at Market Lake, and I pulled into this little parking lot area, and I'd never really been over there before. So I pull in there, and I'm just looking around, just driving around. It was getting really close to dark, and I saw something in this parking spot that didn't look right. So I'm looking at it, it's a piece of pipe with 2 end caps on it.
Huh.
Yeah, PVC pipe with 2 end caps on it. So my first thought is pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So anyway, I look over to my left, and there's a rabbit just sitting there in this little itty bitty little clearing. And I'm like, I got 5 minutes of daylight left. All right. So I pull up my shotgun, I get out of my car, and I just aim at it, and boom! And I shot, and I watched all the dust all around it just come up, and I'm like, I had to have hit it, right? There's no way. And it's still standing there, and I was like, is that a fake rabbit? Did I just...
one of the ones the fishy game put out, or is that
right? And I'm like, is that a fake rabbit? And then it just, and I was like, did I just shoot a fake rabbit? And so I walk over to it, and it was a real rabbit. But I was like, oh, it was the most cartoonish thing I've ever seen. Just sitting there, and then, and I've shot a lot of rabbits up there, and they all do different things. Right?
Yeah.
I've shot some mid jump, and they just soar and belly flop. I shot one 2 years ago, last year. I don't remember, but I drove up there, and I was just kind of looking around, and it was pheasant season. So there's people up there pheasant hunting.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm just looking for rabbits. And it was before they could go out and hunt pheasants. It was at 9:00, and you can't go out until it's 10.
Right.
So I went out, and I saw one, and I was actually on the phone with you when I saw it.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. And so then I drove past it, and I came back, it was still there. So I asked the guys that are parked on the side of the field, do you guys mind if I shoot this rabbit? And they're like, oh no, go ahead. I'm like, all right, cool. So I grab my 17, and I walk off the road, and then I pull up, and this other guy pulls in and talks to the guy that I was talking to. And he's like, what's he doing? He's like, oh, there's a rabbit. He's like, is he going to shoot it? He's like, yeah, that's the plan. And so, offhand, I just I shoot this rabbit, and it jumps. It just leaps up, jumps all over in the canal. And the guy goes, I missed it. And I'd walk over, and I grabbed it. And he was a big rabbit. And so I pull it up, and I start walking over. He goes, I'll be damned. You got it. And so then I walked back over to my car, and I was like, hey, thanks for letting me shoot that, guys. And you must have been my good luck charm. He's like, when you shoot like that, you don't need luck. And I was like, no, that was luck. Right? I don't know if you know this. I don't shoot like that all the time. Right. But I got him right above the eye. And so didn't ruin any of the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was able to take him home, and we ate him. But
yeah, because I was still on the phone just over the car speaker. It was like, oh, let's wait a minute.
So those guys were like, man, you gonna eat that? Yeah, buddy.
Sure am. I'm gonna take it home with my wife.
I'm gonna eat this. But yeah, that was a good time. But
Yeah, no. In all honesty, like, I would love to go into detail of how I make the chicken and rice. Um, I never make it the same.
Oh,
I honestly don't know how I make it.
I'm pretty sure.
The only thing I know for sure is that I have heavy cream
Okay.
and, like, there's milk with it too, because I would like, just with the heavy cream, like, it's super thick. I use a crap load of seasonings, whatever the hell it is that I feel at that time, and I just kinda like, "Mhm, yep, that looks good. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Taste test, upload more. Woo." Like, "Ooh, let's add this. Woo." No idea how much or what I add. It depends on what I'm feeling. Obviously rice,
Yeah.
um, and then butter. I put butter in there, and, yeah, that's pretty much the extent of it.
So I think the first time I had like chicken and rice with pine hen,
Mhm.
Nana made it, and she
Mm.
used cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah.
So she used cream of mushroom soup, white rice, and then the pine hen.
Yeah.
And she
So
cooked.
I've used the cream and mushroom soup. It like, again, it's just kind of one of those where I'm like, sometimes I want that like mushroom flavor in there. Sometimes I feel like it can be overpowering, and so I want more of like the creamy, like spicy, like spice flavor. Because I cook, and most of the time I cook the meat separate, and I'll just kind of add like some of the cream to it as I'm cooking it to get a good sear, and then I'll add it to the whole thing.
Okay.
And that's why, like, sometimes, like, it can look a little brown is because I'll add,
Yeah.
like, the drippings
Yeah.
and everything from the meat.
Which I don't mind. It makes it really good. So
Yeah.
and see, like if I was gonna make it, I'd be cooking the the bird. I'd be peeling the meat off the bird and slicing it up, and then I'd probably put it in the pan with some Johnny salt or Lowry seasonal, and then I'd be
So
cooking rice and cream of mushroom soup.
such a man's way of cooking it.
It would basically be chicken haystacks.
Basically, you're missing your little
The
little
sticks, the chow mein
yeah, the
noodles.
sticks.
Yeah, and
Like
sunflower seeds and cheese. But like, can't tell me that's not good though.
no, but
We should do that.
with pheasant or
Y-
seitan or both.
Both.
Yeah,
We should.
probably taste just fine.
Yeah, there's an episode. We can do a live of us cooking. Now that TikTok lets us go live, we could do it that way. Because I'm not hauling all this stuff upstairs.
I want this all set up out on the deck.
So anyway, this is the last episode, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Just-
Whatever.
no. But so that's basically what we do for like the unusual game animals, right? You know,
I don't do that with rabbit.
well, no, I'm saying like as far as what we've discussed so far, that's what we do
Yeah.
for animals that people aren't typically
Mhm.
looking for, right? I mean, they're not like unusual animals to hunt, but maybe not the most common to eat. I will say this: the pheasants that I got in Utah taste terrible.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that people don't eat them there.
Yeah, no, no, and it does not hurt my feelings now with how expensive the out-of-state hunting license is to not go anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was already on the fence with how they taste.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was thinking maybe it was just that pheasant. No, it was every pheasant we went home with tastes that way.
Yeah, well, yeah, because like, when we went out, everybody that got them, they were like, "You're gonna eat these?" And we were like, "Yeah, it's pheasant, absolutely." And they were like, "Here you go."
Yeah, they just gave us their pheasants.
And then we were just like, "What the hell? None of you guys eat these out here? Like, why not?" And we figured out
And
why.
we figured out why. They don't taste good.
No.
So anyway, won't be doing that. So
Let's stick where we get ours.
yeah, it tastes so much better.
They're so good.
Still not. I still think I prefer pine hen over pheasant, but
I don't know which one I prefer or the other. I don't know if I do. I think both of them, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll eat it."
yeah, they're both really good. You cook them both like chickens. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess we never really did talk about other ways we cook rabbit. We like to do.
We haven't talked about rabbit yet.
Oh well, let's talk about how we cook the rabbit, which we talked about shooting them.
God.
So in Idaho, you do have to take the loin and the legs, the back legs.
Mhm.
That's the meat that you are required to take. And so There's not a whole lot of meat in the loin.
There's not a whole lot of meat on a bunny.
No. But so usually I take the whole bunny
Mm.
home and then I skin them at home and I cut off whatever meat I can.
Yeah.
Right. Now there's times where there's just, depending on how it was shot, I brought bunnies home where there's a gaping hole in them because your brother shoots them with a full choke at 10 yards with a 12 gauge. And so there's just a gaping hole.
It's being held together by spine.
Seriously, there was one that I could have put over my head and wore it like a necklace. Just this. And I was like,
You're like, "Here's the rest of the
legally, we
rabbit."
have to take it because you shot it. But
Bro, where's the rest of my rabbit?
but anyway, when we cook those, when you were a kid, your family had a way to cook them that I have tried and not been able to succeed with. But every time I've cooked them, I've tried it. It is buffalo bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like buffalo wings, but made with bunny legs.
So good.
So far mine just haven't been the same. And I think what I need to do is I need to get the legs. And then
Well, how are you cooking yours?
well, see, that's the thing, is I don't think I was cooking them properly because most of the time they were in a pan because I only had like 4 legs.
Mm.
I think I need to get more legs and put them in a crock pot. I think that's how we need to do it.
Yeah, you put them in a crock pot with the all your buffalo sauce, like no difference in like how you would cook a buffalo chicken wing.
Right.
You cook it the exact same in a crock pot, and then if you want a crispy layer, you then put it on like a sheet pan and you put it in the oven
Yeah.
for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then it gives it a nice like
maybe this year.
not quite like skin crunch like a chicken would have, but
Maybe this year we'll take the bourbon up. We'll take Buzz up and a truck full of kids. And we'll head up to Market Lake. Me and you'll go shoot some rabbits.
I'll show you how to properly cook them.
Yeah. I keep bringing them home and you won't cook them. You keep having me cook them.
You haven't skinned them.
Skinned them every time.
Want to bet? Should we go take a look in the death freezer?
There's no bunnies in there.
Want to bet?
Is there bunnies in there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we should do that.
I found them when I was reorganizing the freezers.
I don't know if they're any good. We probably might have to throw those in now.
I found them because I was like, what the hell is this? And I reached down and it was just like fur. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, it is the death freezer.
That's a lot. Yeah.
You never know what you're going to find in there.
No. And like, seriously. And like, I am not one to like freak out about those kinds of things. But when I'm not ready for it.
Well, like the things that I've put in that freezer, I completely understand.
Yeah.
There's been a porcupine in there. There's been a skunk in there. There's been 3 or 4 rock chokes in there. We didn't eat any of those. By the way. They were. I was looking for quills and skins, but
oh, the porcupine's still in the other freezer?
No, he's not.
He's not?
No.
Oh.
I got rid of the porcupine like a year ago. Pulled quills out, got rid of it.
Mm.
I don't know where the quills are, so watch your step. But
poked myself with a porcupine.
I poked myself like 4 times with that porcupine.
Okay, well, you were pulling the quills. I was trying to get shit out of the freezer.
No, that's what I was doing. I was trying to get yaya milk out of the freezer.
Yeah, I was like, God damn it.
But
frickin' porcupine.
Anyway, so that's how we cook rabbit, though, is usually like buffalo wings. So
Yeah.
Buffalo bunnies.
Yes.
Right. Haven't really ventured too far from that. I've tried to do like, just like pan-seared with some seasoning on there, and it wasn't good.
Mm.
Honestly, I think buffalo bunny, or you cook them in a crock pot and then you shred it, get the bones out, get all the tendons out of it, and shred it and find something to do with that.
Yeah.
Because it's more like chicken.
It is.
And
honestly, a rabbit is more like chicken than a duck.
Right?
That'd be one of those weird like
Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny episodes.
Well, yeah, it's something like that where it'd be like one of those like duck or like rabbit is to duck. Not what the hell. Rabbit is to chicken as duck is to it's like
beef.
options beef. Like the hell?
Also, I moved the camera up for this episode so you guys could see more of this.
I was wondering why. I've been like looking at it and I'm like, what in the hell is so different?
Yeah, I moved it up so that this way they could actually see the flag.
Oh.
They could see my Bigfoot.
Also, as I
it's hanging on the corner of the flag. You can't really see it.
as I discovered with the episode with you and Cody, since Cody was messing with all of my things, if anybody is actually interested on seeing the patches, if you're watching on a phone, if you click it, if you like put it to the full screen, you can actually zoom in and see the patches.
Yeah, except for the ones that I'm covering with my big fat head.
But yeah,
But-
that's how I was able to see which ones he was messing with.
Yeah. If you guys want, we could do a live and talk about the patches. Just kind of show them. Like a TikTok live.
I was like, what would we talk about? We'd just be like, we saw this one and thought it was cool.
I mean,
Like,
like we could talk about the
that's-
different brands and where they came from and then just kind of show them off.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Like there are some that, yeah, but for the most of it, it's like, oh no, I just saw this one, thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Saw this one, thought it was cool.
Or I went to this booth at this show and that's where I got this patch.
Yeah. Or we were signed up for patch of the month.
Yeah.
Because you have a patch problem.
I do have a patch problem. Trying to patch the hole in my heart. It's not working.
Where is it? Where is it? I beg to differ. I have proof right there.
You fill my heart to full capacity.
Yes.
Anyway, back to food.
Back to food.
Back to food. I do love food.
Apparently more than me. Because apparently you just have a hole in your heart.
But when it comes to like big game,
Yeah.
you know,
That's a long list.
we will cook it any way you would cook beef. You know, and like when it comes to processing it, you and I differ because I like to leave it in as big a chunk as I can
Right.
and cut it up as needed. So I have a roast if I want a roast. If I want steaks, I'll cut the roast into steaks. If I want hamburger, I can put it in a little grinder, make some hamburger. The problem with that is adding the fat. But if we're doing like tacos or something where it doesn't have to hold together, it's okay to not add the fat.
Right.
The fat does help a little bit get rid of some of the gamey taste. So when you have like really gamey animals,
Mhm.
adding the fat helps with that. But to me, it's not a big deal. I don't mind gamey taste.
I don't mind gamey. Like, I don't mind like some gamey taste. There's been some, like, especially like if you get like a big buck or something like that, or a big bull, like some of those, like it's like, whoa.
Yeah, some of those can be pretty bad, but I don't mind it. But yeah, we'll cook that just about any way that you would cook beef. It's the processing that makes the difference.
Yeah.
So,
Although, just before we switch to the processing, we did find this last year, at least my new favorite way of how we've been doing the ground deer, our chili.
oh yeah. So we found this chili recipe. We've had the book for how long?
Years.
We've had this wild game cookbook sitting on top of our fridge for forever.
Yeah.
Like I think we've had it since before we were married.
I think so too. I think we were still living at Courtyard.
Yeah, I think so. And we had
So like
this-
when we first started dating,
Yeah.
so 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
And yeah, we skimmed through it, but we never did
Well,
anything.
I would look at it and be like, "Oh man, that's a cool idea. Like I would love to try that." And then we never did.
yeah.
And then there's like animals in there, like goose. I haven't shot a goose since we've been together.
No.
So I didn't try any of the goose recipes, right? But there's duck in there, and I'm like, I like the way I cook duck, so I'm gonna stick with what I've got. I wouldn't mind branching out if I had a surplus.
Right.
But anyway, so we were just looking through this. Well, I was looking through this book and they had a chili recipe, and I love chili.
Well, what started it though is that both of us wanted chili and both of us wanted homemade chili.
Yeah.
And we were going back and forth as to whose homemade chili we were going to make.
Yeah.
And trying to figure that out. And then you were the one that was like, don't we have a book? Like, oh no, I said something about like, man, like, I want to find something that just has like wild game. Like that's specifically like a wild game. Like every single one you find is beef, which yes, like, you know, you can cook them the same and they're almost the same, but there are differences and like different, like it's no different than like cheese and wine. Like certain spices go better with certain things.
Right.
And so I'm like, I want one that's like for deer. And you were just all, don't we have a book? And I was like, oh my God.
We have the Meat Eater cookbook.
Yes.
And so pulled that down and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. This sounds delicious.
Mhm.
Right? Between the peppers and just everything that was in there. I was like, this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And so when I got my deer, we tried that
Uh-huh.
and it was so good.
So freaking good.
And then the second time I made it, I forgot a key ingredient, which it only takes 2 tablespoons for a whole big pot.
I know.
2 tablespoons. And it was flavorless.
Yeah.
Just absolutely like, what went wrong?
You know, and you were sitting over there and you were like, I did something wrong. And I was like, what the hell you mean you did something wrong? You were like, taste this. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, oh, here's the Chipotle.
Yeah.
And you were
I'm
like, oh, shit.
That's right. So I added that in and boom, just instant flavor.
It's weird though, because like,
Because it's not a spicy flavor.
no, it's not spicy, but like for some reason, by adding that, then you could taste all of the other flavors.
Everything else. Yeah.
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 But without that, you couldn't taste anything
No,
else.
it was like eating unseasoned meat
right.
in like that you boiled.
It was weird.
Yeah. But with adding that, and then you could taste the onions and you could taste all the other peppers.
Yeah.
You could taste the broth that was in there. Like you could finally taste everything.
Yeah. And it's tiny, like you said, 2 tablespoons.
Yeah,
Tiny
it's
little
2
amount
tablespoons. We got the
for
little
a big ass pot.
the little jar. Is it Chipotle and adobo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the little jar of that. And that makes like 4 servings of this chili.
Yeah.
And it's a little jar,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's like, why?
Yeah. How?
Yeah. But it's such a good chili.
Yeah.
So I agree. That is a great way to do ground wild game.
Yeah. And it's like if anybody like wants some good recipes or you know doesn't quite know how to start or anything like that, at least me personally, I would recommend like getting the Meat Eater cookbook.
There's 2 of them
Why do I only have one?
because we only made 1 recipe out of it. But absolutely recommend.
Fair enough.
Right. Obviously, with a name like Meat Eater, you would assume that he knows how to cook it.
Yes.
But he's also shot just about every game animal under the sun,
yes.
and he does know how to cook. So I will give him that.
Yes.
They're phenomenal recipes, and if
Easy
it's
to follow.
very easy to follow.
That was
And-
another thing
and
that I was surprised. Like,
because it's not like, dice your onions and then turn your oven on, and then now that your oven's on, put in your ground meat and then set your onions aside for 4 hours. Like,
yeah.
it didn't put anything out of order. It
No.
was like, this is what you need. These are the steps you're going to follow first. And it's like, very first, you're going to cut your onions and your peppers, and you're going to put that in your pot.
Yeah, you're doing
And then after they're cooked, and it flat out tells you when they're done. The onions are translucent. Perfect. You're going to scoop those out, but leave the juices in there. And then you put your meat in, and you cook your meat in those juices. Or
Yeah.
maybe it was the other way around. You did your meat, and then but you left the juices in.
I don't think it was the other way around.
No, it was because you had to take the meat out. I remember I had to put the meat in the bowls, and then I would put the peppers and onions in, and let those cook. And you would use the onions to scrape the brown off the bottom of the pan.
Huh.
Yeah. So you use the onions to scrape the brown off the bottom of the pan. So the onions are actually absorbing the meat flavor instead of the meat absorbing the onion flavor.
Huh.
And yeah, you'd scrape the bottom of the pan with that and let it cook. And then afterwards, then you started adding everything else. And it's such a good recipe. So
That was
we've also made tacos out of deer, obviously. We've done backstrap tacos, which were really good. But
we've made, and like we said, anything and everything that you've done with beef that you can do with beef.
Yeah.
We've done with
we've
deer
done
and elk.
we've done deer and elk.
can't-
I've even eaten elk tongue.
I mean,
I
have-
oversalted it, but it was good. If I wouldn't have oversalted it, it would have been really good. I liked it, but I mean, like I like lingua tacos.
Yeah,
so-
see, and but I don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, I ate the tongue. I didn't know that that's what it was. You were
No,
just like,
because I cut off a slice.
yeah,
I was like, "Here, try this."
And you were like, try this. I was like, what is it? What is it? And you were like, just try it first. I was like, what is it? You were like, put it in your damn mouth. And I was like, What my goodness. I didn't. I mean, like, yeah, you had oversalted it. I didn't like the. It's chewy.
So the part of the reason it was chewy though is because like with tongue, you have to boil it for like 12 hours. And I wasn't constantly watching the pot, and so the water would steam off.
Mm.
And so I think putting it in a pressure cooker would make it different.
It is. Ugh.
But
Even like, because I walked into the kitchen a couple times where you were cooking it, and I just remember you like lifting it out of the pot, and it's just out of the pot. I was like, "Ugh."
yeah, I enjoyed it though. So
No.
yeah, it was really good. But like just about anything that you can do with beef, we'll do it with deer and elk. Your family is definitely very much like whatever meat is on there, we're taking off.
Uh-huh.
And so you guys end up with a lot of hamburger because you guys will cut up the thin little strips of meat in between the ribs,
Edible.
right? Anything on the neck that's edible. You don't take anything off the cheeks, but
Well, that's because then we'd have to skin the face.
yeah, but
We skin down to the jawline.
yeah, down to the jawline. And then you guys,
You're like, yeah, babe, jawline.
anything that's edible from the ass all the way up to the jawline ends up in the freezer.
Yeah.
But there's all these people out there that have all these different ideas of how long it needs to hang for
Yeah. And
right?
why?
And why. Right. And so I'm one of those guys where I'm like, hang it until it's done dripping.
Yeah.
It's good enough. I just get the blood out of it. This way you're not having a massive mess.
See, and this is where like Stormy super morbidness is. Because like, yes, obviously, like I know it's better to like drain all the blood and all that. But it makes me really sad if my gloves aren't really bloody after I'm processing. So.
But like that deer I got on Coulter's birthday party.
Yeah.
It died that day.
Yeah.
We processed it that night.
Yeah.
Right.
But that was different.
Yes and no.
Well, so the reason though that we wanted to process that one was like that one so differently is because it died by impact.
Yeah.
Like it can cause different toxins within the blood, and the toxin that like those toxins can be transferred to the meat. And so we wanted to make sure that we got that separated because like especially the part that was hit.
Which we took that off.
Yeah.
And we didn't let it go to waste. We gave it to a dog. Turns out that it was just mostly bloodshot on the outside. The inside was all fine.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It was a free deer. So
good old Spud.
That wasn't Spud.
That wasn't Spud.
We never named that one.
Nope. He's broke.
Whatever happened to his antlers?
I
don't know either. Oh, Wyatt got them.
Did Wyatt get those?
Yeah.
Or are those the one that's the rack that's upstairs?
There's a rack upstairs?
That currently has the fox?
No, that's just a shed antler.
Oh.
So this deer was not that big. He was just look.
Just
a little guy. But for him, we mostly just cut him up and made steaks and stew meat out of him.
Yeah.
And, which don't get me wrong, like I do like stew meat. We like never make stew.
I don't use stew meat for stew.
Nope.
I make the beef tips.
So yeah, you usually cook those up and then you put them on top of rice or with mashed potatoes. Usually mashed potatoes.
Yeah, with a brown gravy.
With a brown gravy, and that's usually how we eat stew meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't.
I can make you stew.
We don't have stew.
I know how to make stew.
I've made stew like 3 times since we've been together.
Yeah.
I have. I've made it only once in this house. Yeah, so I took
when?
That was shortly after we moved in, but I think actually I did do that with that deer. I took some of the meat and I made stew and I put it in the crock pot and I let the meat cook in the broth. And then I put in carrots and onions and then I put celery in so you wouldn't eat it. And then for the corn, I put actual corn on the cob, like chunks.
Oh, that's why I don't remember any of this. I didn't eat any of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and
somebody doesn't
ruined.
like celery,
And
but
ruined.
but I put actual
I don't
corn on
like
the
corn on the
cob.
cob.
I only like corn on the cob. I don't like it off the cob. So I
I
put
have
corn
to
on the
be in the
cob
mood
chunks.
for corn on the cob. Like I want corn on the cob with dinner tomorrow.
Okay, but like the way this cooked is like with a
Disgusting.
spoon, it just like slid right off the cob. So it was
But
really
you ruined
good.
it.
It was really good.
Probably tasted like celery water.
No, it
There
did
was
not.
celery in it, so it was gross.
Which is why you won't eat the boudin, because it has celery, peppers, onions, and meat.
All it tastes like is dirty water.
I know somebody that brews coffee that just tastes like dirty water.
Aye.
Not you.
I know. You'd be nice.
But anyway, so we've done just about every beef recipe that we would normally eat with wild game.
Yeah.
Some of the best wild game I've ever had was that moose that your Nana got.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was the most tender meat. The big cow.
Mm.
And oh man, she was good. It was delicious. And because they got that moose, which that moose was hit by a truck
Uh-huh.
and it was still alive on the side of the road.
Yeah, it had broken its back legs.
Yeah. And so they pulled over, and as they pulled over, they were trying to figure out how they could harvest this moose like legally and everything.
Yeah.
Trying to figure all that out because they've never really had to deal with the legality side of anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's always been legal to take roadkill in Idaho. You just didn't always have to fill out a report.
Well, that though too, and where she was, because she got hit on the highway and she was
Right.
down in the bank in
Right.
between the two. So it was how can you also like safely also dispatch her?
Right. And then a state trooper, who your grandparents know, was like, "Oh yeah, like this is how we can do it." And he's like, "Do you want to shoot it?" And so he let Nana shoot it with her 7mm08
Mhm.
right in between the two lanes of freeway.
Yep.
Which up there, there's not a ton of traffic, so it wasn't a huge deal. But
Yeah, no, and they briefly like
yeah, they paused everything for him,
yeah,
and then
it was she had
but before they
a quick
paused,
gap. They they were like, "Hey, this is when we're gonna say go, and you need to do it."
yeah, and there was like before they were able to pause it, there were people that were stopping by like asking if they could take it
Yeah.
because your grandpa Papa went back to go get the trailer
Mm-hmm.
so they could load it up on the trailer, and the state trooper, super nice guy, stayed there to make sure nobody else took it.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Nana shot it with her 7mm08. They put it up on the trailer, and then that took forever to process. And
Oh my
unfortunately,
God.
you and I are both working full time. Everybody's working full time. They're retired, and they still could not get it all done.
No. Yeah,
But
that thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to shoot a moose myself, but with how long it took to process
you're
that moose.
planning on like a day a quarter,
Yeah.
right?
At least.
plus
Like,
a day for the body.
like that was oh my God, there's so much.
But
So much meat.
they made hamburgers for us up at the cabin with that moose.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that was so good. That was some of the best hamburgers I've ever had. And I've eaten a lot of hamburgers. Look at me. I've eaten a lot of hamburgers.
It's a moose burger.
It was good. It was good.
I'm still really thinking about my duck burgers.
Well, let's go duck hunting this year. Me, you, and Belle. We'll go duck hunting.
And Wyatt.
Well, of course, Wyatt, but he can't shoot the damn things.
But he goes and gets it.
But he can't claim as a harvest. Like,
But he goes and gets it.
Okay, but he doesn't claim a daily limit.
Give him his credit.
Well, he's a good dog. He gets the ducks better than I do.
Unless they kick him.
Unless they kick him. Then I got to go out and get him. What?
Just looks at you. It kicked me.
Why? Why is this duck so mean? Anyway.
Pick up. You have teeth, bro. Pick it up. Anybody who watches this and doesn't know why it's our dog.
Yes. Which someday he will be on the podcast. Once I can train him to sit in the chair that's right here and just stare, we'll have him on the podcast.
He would sit for a little bit. Like he would be like a what are those like a spot guest?
Yeah.
Like he would sit for a moment. He wouldn't sit for a full amount. He'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like
It's all the cables down here I'm worried about.
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that's why there's this. Is because behind this, so you can see a couple of cables. These are 25 feet long, and they have to go to
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So so there's just coils of
Yeah.
these cables
the
down
amount
there.
of stuff that's under
Right.
these tables.
And then there's all the cables for the lights, and then there's the cables for the headsets, and then there's power cables down there, and there's a lot of cables down there. But most of them are contained under the desk. So
He'd
anyway,
be a good boy. He'd be okay.
yeah, especially where we record so late, he'd be ready for bed anyway. Seriously.
He's such an old man. It hits like 9 o'clock and he literally stands like at the edge of the entryway, just stares at you like, hello.
Yeah.
And if you like look at him, you're like, what? And he looks at you, looks at the stairs of where we go to bed, looks back at you like, let's go.
Yeah. The other thing is he's on the other side of this wall.
Yeah.
Right. We put him in the kennel because it's bedtime
Yep.
for him. And
he had no problem with it. He
No.
was like, oh, thank God.
I was literally like, quiet, go to bed. And he just goes down the stairs, just straight into his kennel.
Good night.
I took a nap right here. That dog. But this last year when it came to duck hunting, like he has no problem getting up to go.
Oh no, that is the fastest way. Like Wyatt, you go to get him out of the kennel,
Mhm.
okay, and he'll stand up and he acts like he's like this like 12-year-old dog.
Yeah.
Okay, he's what? He'll be 3 in October.
Yeah.
Okay, and he gets up and he stretches and moseys and like slowly gets out of there, right? Unless you go up to the kennel and you go, ducks.
Yep.
You better have that door ready to open because otherwise he's gonna sit there and like topple that kennel
Yeah.
getting
so,
out of it.
So basically what you gotta do, you gotta make sure the bedroom door's open, back door's open so he can run out and go potty. But if you are undoing the kennel and you're like, let's go get the ducks, that dog is up and out. He's gone. So
Yeah, you got to be ready. When you get to the top of the stairs, though, you have to actually remind him to go potty because otherwise he's sitting at the front door
he will sit right at the front door
and just wait there.
and wait there. Yep. And so
You have to tell him go potty first, and then
Yeah.
he's like, it's like a kid pouting.
okay.
He's just, "Ugh." He just-
But like, because he's in the kennel when I leave for work. So
Yeah.
sometimes he'll kind of like side eye me and then just lay down and just go back to sleep.
We're not going hunting.
Right. But it could be 3:30 in the morning. Right. If I there's a few things I can do. Let's say I can say, let's go get the ducks. And he's up and at 'em. I have a shotgun in my hand.
Yeah.
Or I press the button for the Subaru.
Oh my God.
That Subaru button is like, let's go for him.
Well, actually, there's 4 things you can do
Huh.
if you jingle the keys to the gun safe.
Yep, jingle the keys.
It has to be the gun safe keys, though.
No, he knows
If
the
it's any
difference.
other keys, he's like,
Yeah, like go for a ride isn't a thing for him. He doesn't
No.
care.
you
No.
give a shit.
No, but you jingle the keys for the gun safe, and he's like, "Let's go."
Yeah, he's like, I know that one.
Yep.
I know what's happening.
Yeah, and
Always hurts my heart a little bit whenever we like pull the guns out to clean them.
yeah,
Because he runs right and he sits and he's just waiting.
Yeah,
His whole
tail's just a
body's
wagon.
his whole body's like vibrating as
Yeah.
he's just like, let's go.
And it doesn't. It's not even just the shotguns, right? I pull my rifle out to like change the sling or something, and he's like on it, like he
Yeah.
wants to go. I'm like, dude, what? No.
You touched the gun safe.
So, but like he ran off, and then like you were out driving around looking for him.
Oh my God,
It was
yeah.
dark, it was raining, and the kids are yelling for him. You leave to go try and drive around and look for him.
I was like fully mentally preparing myself that I was going to find him dead because he's a dark dog
Yeah, and it's raining
and it's raining
and
at
it's
night.
dark. Yeah. So anyway, you're out looking for him, yelling for him. I go out and I just hit the unlock button on the Subaru, and there he comes, just
Yeah.
trotting over. Oh, we're going? Are we going? Like, bro,
I was so mad.
really? And I'm like, I got him. Because did you wake me up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you woke me up because the dog was gone.
Yeah.
And then he just toolies on over.
Yeah. I had loaded up and was already leaving. Like,
That's right. You woke me up because you were leaving and you wanted me to sit with the kids.
well, that and like to keep calling for him at the house
Yeah.
because I was going to go like around to see if I could find him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm out there screaming for him, yelling at him, and you're just beep beep.
Yep.
I got him. Oh fuck.
Dog. So anyway,
Jackass.
but so yeah, he loves to go hunting, but back to food.
Yes.
So there is some big game out there that we are not huge fans of. We will eat it if we ever got one, but it's not something that we actively chase.
I honestly don't know if I would eat it.
You've eaten it before.
I have. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't great. But we're talking about bear.
Yeah.
So bear is not great.
It's so greasy.
It's not an animal that we care for to eat. And so
and even though
I've had bear tags since we've been together.
Yeah.
I've never actively sought out a bear.
No, because we won't eat it.
Yeah.
Even though we want a bear rug.
I do want a bear rug. And if I got a bear, yes, I'm going to eat it.
Oh yeah, we would eat it. And if we didn't want to, we know
people that will.
Several people who would be like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't at all go to waste.
No. And then also on my bucket list is to shoot a bear with a bow. So
seriously just made my heart completely just like
no. I want to shoot a bear with a bow. I would love to shoot a bear with a crossbow first and then shoot it with my recurve.
Why do you hate me?
What are you talking about?
Why do I have to be a young widow?
It's on my bucket list. It didn't say I was doing it this year.
I don't care. Why do I gotta be a widow? Like young. Just die of natural causes. Bear attack is not natural causes.
Naturally, you get attacked by a bear, you die.
I die by blood loss from a bear.
It's a black bear. They get scared of everything.
I don't.
There's a thing right there that tells you how to get rid of them when they charge you.
Yeah, you gonna follow those guidelines?
Yeah, I'll probably try to beat it off with my crossbow.
There you go.
Well, I'll be screaming at it when it's running at me.
No.
Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Somebody pooped my pants.
Should have worn my brand pants.
Why are my socks wet? Oh. Oh man, we need to do an episode on like yellow screaming neenies on this podcast.
What?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an episode. Yellow screaming neenies.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I'm over here like, what are you talking about?
We will do an episode of non-hunting related things that came up while we were hunting. Yellow screaming neenies is one of them, and death by Unga Bunga. Two things that definitely need to be brought up on this podcast. Although there is a saying, what happens at elk camp stays at elk camp. But Yellow Screaming Neenies has to be out there, and so does Death by Unga Bunga, because we now own that tent.
So confused right now.
Death by Unga Bunga? Or Yellow Screaming Neenies?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be an episode in the future.
Well, I guess you guys and me will all learn something of whatever it is that we're going to learn when that happens.
Yellow Screaming Neenies and Death by Unga Bunga. I will tell you this. Death by Unga Bunga does involve the Wii Tiger Woods golf game. Yeah. And how that ties into hunting, you will find out.
To be continued. I'm so confused right now.
But no.
Anyway,
so yeah, bear, not a huge fan.
Mm-mm.
Not something we seek. I can't really think of. Well, I mean, like in Idaho, like if you shoot a mountain lion or a wolf, you're not even required to take the meat. So, it's so bad the state doesn't require you to take it, but it does require you to take bear meat. So, probably would. I mean, like if somebody was like, "I made mountain lion, do you want to try it?" I'd be like, "I'll try it."
I'll try it.
You know,
I wouldn't like go to shoot one and probably like eat it like a whole myself. But if someone was like, "Oh, I'll try it."
Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try wolf.
I honestly can't think of an animal that I wouldn't try.
Depending on how it was cooked.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. But like There's a lot of people that they'll do.
I mean, but you also ate a guinea pig, so.
Well, it was delicious. So, by the way, according to the guy that served it to me, the furry ones, the ones with long hair, taste better. I don't know. I didn't see what they look like before they were cooked. But I will tell you
not in
this.
America.
I will tell you this. The church that I was at, that the guy told me this. So they had like pens behind the church, and it was kind of like one of those like how we show chicken farms,
Yeah.
but it was guinea pigs, but they all had like their own little enclosure. So it's no different than like what kids have in their room for guinea pigs. There was just a lot of them.
Do they have wheels?
I don't really remember them having wheels, but they had lots of room to run. So the other thing was, is if they got out, they didn't like chase them to bring them back.
Why would they need to? It's a freaking guinea pig.
They ran.
Well, I'm sure they ran.
Well, as we were walking to the hut where they keep the guinea pigs, the field just scurried because it was so full of guinea pigs. They were everywhere.
They repopulate faster than a rabbit.
Dude, they had so many of them out there.
And that's why it's easy to eat. They won't starve as long as they got the guinea pigs.
And it was a church farm. Like the church was raising them to give to people. So, but in that culture, guinea pigs are a delicacy. So the restaurant that I ate guinea pig at actually had a picture or a painting of the Last Supper, but in front of Jesus was a guinea pig.
I really want a picture of that.
Right. They had so many different like variations of what we know.
Right.
You know, and it wasn't just like religious. It's just anything that they had to play on words or anything that they could do, they did it. Because they spoke Spanish, right?
Right.
So how do you say llama in Spanish? Llama, because there's two L's. So there were shirts that didn't say Yamaha, said Lamaha, and then the logo was made out of llamas. I thought that was hilarious. And then I went to go buy one, and they only had extra small. I am not extra small.
You probably could have fit in it then.
No.
You were just beanpole then.
Well, I was dying. But anyway.
But even without your seated, you were still beanpole.
Yeah. So anyway,
scrawny man.
You
had to find somebody who could cook.
I'm pretty sure that's because I was pretty thin when we got together.
That's what I mean.
I think that's what you did to me.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I know how to make food. You like food? Like, I like food. I can eat all the food.
I do like food.
Bet, bud.
I love food. That's my TikTok name. I like food. So anyway, so yeah, I've eaten guinea pig, but I prefer it over bear.
I haven't had guinea pig, but I'd probably prefer it over bear. I don't like bear.
Yeah. We got that one bear roast the first year we were together, and I made the roast just like I would like a beef roast.
Yeah.
And like the water, sucked a lot of the grease away.
Yeah.
But then like you had to douse it in mustard and sauerkraut to eat it.
You douse it in something.
It was not good.
Mm-mm.
I also don't know how old it was when I got it. But,
I have no idea.
But anyway, it was not something I care to go for again. But we didn't talk about cooking. It's fish.
I don't feel like we do anything really fancy.
Awkward pause.
Well, I was like trying to think of like the different ways that we do the fish, but like we don't do anything.
We don't do anything crazy, but we do things that a lot of people don't really do. The tinfoil thing is not common.
It's not?
No, it's a regional thing. I've talked to a lot of people. They do not cook fish that way.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. They like put it in a pan or put it in the oven.
Huh.
Yeah. The way we cook fish, like almost every out-of-stater I've talked to puts it in a pan or puts it in the oven. And they'll put like butter inside and lemon slices on top. They score the skin, put it in the pan. It's like,
Huh.
I don't know if you know this, but we get the same thing, but less work. Fewer dishes.
Yeah.
So the way that we cook fish,
We cook ours in the pan, like in its bowl.
yeah, so we cook fish by, obviously it's gutted, and when we take the heads off.
What's this we?
But I do it too. I do.
Name the last time.
All those fish that I caught when I went duck hunting. When I came home with a shitload of fish. I gutted them. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, because I have a picture of them in the sink. I gutted them.
You took the picture after I did it.
No, the picture is before they were gutted. Anyway,
Anyways,
so
I like gutting the fish.
I know you do.
Pop off their heads.
But so what we do is we stick it in tin foil with butter, lemon salt,
It's not lemon salt, it's lemon pepper.
lemon pepper, excuse me, lemon pepper, and then wrap it in the tin foil and throw it on the grill.
Sometimes I'll add like lemon slices to it.
Sometimes it's not very often.
Not very often.
No,
A lot of butter.
like a whole stick of butter for a lake trout.
Not a whole damn steak. My God. I don't
No.
mean that much butter.
No, but you put a little pad on, and then you give it a space that the pad would take, and you put another pad on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
You're
really
just
good
like,
though.
bing, bing, bing.
Wrap it up, throw it on the grill, or throw it in a fire.
Mm.
Yeah. Let it cook until the skin falls off,
Mm-hmm.
and then you grab the tail and pull it out, and all majority of the spines come out with it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's great.
So good.
It's so good. And then you do it with the potatoes.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you do potatoes the same way, except instead of lemon pepper, it's seasoned salt.
Remind me when this is done. I have something to tell you about fishing.
Okay. So anyway, I don't know if you know this. You can talk about fishing on this podcast.
Not this.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, for the potatoes though.
It's nothing illegal. I don't want to share.
So anyway, for the potatoes though, it's like cubed potatoes, and then sliced squash and cucumber, or not cucumber, Jesus, zucchini.
I was like, wait, what?
No, sliced squash and zucchini
Mm.
with the butter and the seasoned salt, and you
Mhm.
put that in. But you got to put that in before you put the fish in, because potatoes take longer to cook.
You also wrap it in tin foil.
Yeah, well, you wrap it in
You
tin foil.
didn't add that. You just said you put that in.
I said you cook it the same way. Anyway, so yeah, and you but like when we go camping, that is meal numero uno.
So good.
So good. The hell, those potatoes by themselves.
I love those potatoes.
Yeah, that's something I grew up on. And when my mom made those for you, you were like, "Oh, these are delicious."
Oh, they're so
I
good.
was like, yeah, this is a childhood meal for me.
You're like, okay.
It's
What the hell?
It's potatoes, squash, and zucchini. I don't understand. Like, there's nothing fancy. We're not having lobster here.
I've never had lobster.
You've never had lobster?
No, not like a lobster tailor, like or anything. No, I've had crab.
You've never had lobster. So you've never been to like Outback Steakhouse and had their lobster?
No, I always get a steak.
Oh, okay. Well, you can do steak and lobster. It's surf and turf. But I've eaten lobster a few times.
I've had crab.
I've had crab. I love crab. I prefer crab over lobster.
Huh.
But it's because Albertsons one year was doing their 10 for $10 on their meats. So they had a bunch of meat that was about to expire.
Mm.
And they had lobster tails.
Mm.
And so I grabbed lobster tails. I grabbed 5 lobster tails because they were $1 a piece. Right? Like, why would you not?
Right.
Right. And I cooked them, I boiled them, and then I served them with melted butter. First of all, I didn't put any seasoning when I boiled them.
Like not even salt?
No. I didn't know what I was doing. 19.
Google.
It wasn't like the thing. Anyway, it wasn't a popular thing when I was 19.
We were 19 at the same time. I guarantee you there was a video or something you could have gotten on there and been like, how to cook lobster.
Smartphones were new.
You have a computer
No. I
near
didn't.
you?
I did not.
You're making this very painful.
I was 19 and broke.
Listen, poverty boy.
Anyway, so I had these lobster tails and I boiled them. When I cut them open, the middle of them was just like green mush.
Is that not like the vein? Like what you do like with shrimp?
Yeah, it's the same thing. But it
Just ruined it for you.
turned me off. So now whenever I have lobster, it's like, does it have that? Because I don't want that.
You just gotta take it out.
It looks like cow cud.
So this little shrimp one. You just gotta.
Yeah, it looks like cud. I didn't want
The
to eat
benefit
it.
of having the nails. You
Yeah.
get your nail in there. Just.
So anyway, that's why I prefer crab though.
I've had crab once.
Once?
Mm.
Oh man. You need to get a job where they make you travel and then you get to go to these places where you get to eat all these fun foods. You remember when I went
I'm gonna
to
push you down the stairs again.
remember when I went to Boise and I ate at Joe's Crab Shack?
Yeah.
Good times.
We had a, I don't know if there's a, but there was a Joe's Crab Shack in Reno. I always wanted to go. Never did.
It's kind of expensive.
Went to Red
crab.
Lobster. That's where I had my crab.
Red Lobster, the only good thing there was the rolls, the biscuits.
So
good. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys have any amazing wild game recipes that you would like to share with us, or if there's anything like how you, not necessarily like the whole recipe, but just like how you would cook it, feel free to share it in the comments. We would appreciate that. If you guys do crab cakes but with salmon, I'd love to hear about it. By the way, those are delicious.
that'd be something to like my salmon bite. No, not quite.
Not quite, but I've had like crab cakes, but they were made out of salmon. It was really good. The salmon was actually smoked on a cedar board.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
It was delicious. So anyway,
All right. Well,
should we call it?
probably.
So thank you guys for showing up. Those of you who did. If you didn't, thank you for listening later.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Anyway, as always, guys, aim slow and shoot fast.